Air Force Specialist, discharged, Tim Pluta.
Good afternoon, everybody. I am a veteran. I committed to serving this country in a violent manner at one time in my life. I am now committed to serve you, the country, and myself with nonviolence. I'd like to thank the organizers. I'd like to thank all of you. And I'd like to thank my brothers and sisters in the police department for all the work that they've done. This story I'm about to tell you was told to me by a round of ammunition that was coated with depleted uranium, and I wrote it down while I listened so that I could pass it on to you. Deep in the mountains I laid, part of a strong lineage of rock, forged in the volcano's fire and immeasurable pressures. I was ripped from my bed a million years, and soon I once again felt the warmth of fire. My ancient memories were stirred as I became fluid again and stretched myself in ecstasy after thousands of millennia of sleep. I flowed into the open spaces as I had before time began, and this time found my destiny in the conical shape of a .60 caliber round of ammunition. I was strong again, stronger than before, and before, you know, I had no purpose other than to hold mountains and defy time. But now, now I was cogent. I was compact. I had direction. I had a point. Little did I know that the shower of power I was about to have was beyond anything that I had ever known. The iridescent glow through which I rolled coated me with grandeur and made my atoms pulse. And then, then, after my shower of power, my uranium-induced potential was awesome. I was expansive. I was beyond the dreams of power-hungry madmen looking to make a buck off of some unfortunate being at the wrong end of my trajectory. Oh no, I was much more then. Depleted uranium, my Uranus. I was completed uranium, ready to bust through titanium, crack your cranium, and leave in my wake mayhemium. I wanted out. I was pulsating with nowhere to go, ready to eat through 8-inch steel like a hot knife through butter, spew my radioactive vaporized particles to the wind, and still have enough blast to roll around inside the tank and shred the helmet, skull, brain matter, and spectacles of the poor sod driving that tank. And after that was just a fleeting moment of my glory. No longer having to bear the torturous tangle of roots above my head, I am free, still pulsating with the effects of my power shower. And after 4.5 billion, that's billion with a B, after 4.5 billion years in the desert, I lose only half of my radioactivity. Somebody stop me! But you can't. I am destined to go on. I lie in the sand, waiting for you. Einsteinian genius and war-induced thoughtlessness turns my touch into cancer. And winds carry my gift for 40 million generations. You created me. You gave me life. You paid for me. And the best part? There are millions of my brothers and sisters lying in the sand. Same story. Same message. Come and visit us. Just ask for depleted uranium. DU for short. But you know what? Don't bother looking for me. By the time you find me, you'll already be mine. See you later. Thank you. After I was told this story, I thought, you know, we all share the consequences of the environmental disaster, the illnesses, the cancers, the malformed babies that have already started showing up that depleted uranium does cause. You and I are responsible for the illegal use of this nuclear weapon. You and I pay to make depleted uranium here in Jonesborough. You and I pay to coat ammunition with it. And you and I pay the men and women who fire these rounds of ammunition. Hey, you know what? Business is business. If we stop paying for it, it won't get produced. I heard one time that the Secretary of State, George Shultz, once said, "Let them march as much as they like, as long as they pay their taxes." I ask you to take some time between now and April. And while there are consequences, I would like you to consider the possibility of not paying your federal taxes next year. It is, after all, federal tax money, our federal tax money, that is funding the production of depleted uranium. As this sign says, not one more dollar. Thank you.